everyone! So this week is Eating Disorder Awareness Week. And it is so important to educate teenagers and children on eating disorders and eating disorder treatment. So women are more likely to develop eating disorders, so it is so important to encourage positive body image ideas and not restrict food from a young age. Of course, it does affect men as well, but because of the patriarchy that we live in, they might not feel that they can talk about these problems. So make sure you encourage young boys to be open with their emotions and communication. Eating disorders like anorexia and bulimia affect teenagers all over the world. These disorders can lead to a variety of complications, and if they are not treated effectively, including both mental and physical health. In the worst cases, eating disorders can be fatal. For this reason, finding an effective treatment program is essential for parents of teenagers with eating disorders. One of the most important components of any eating disorder treatment program is education. Teenage eating disorder treatment programs vary according to their content and structure. The most successful programs are those that include multiple components and are customized to meet the needs of the individual client. Some of the key components of a successful eating disorder treatment program may include psychological treatment. Eating disorders usually result in a number of different causes. However, most eating disorders have a psychological component. For example, the teenager may have trouble with their body image, leading to feelings of anxiety, depression, and a desire to make drastic changes to their appearance. Psychological treatment helps teenagers to recognize the psychological factors that led to the development of their eating disorders, so they can construct a more realistic sense of self and learn to cope with negative or irrational thoughts. Psychological treatment can also help teenagers to deal with some of the new psychological issues that may have developed as a result of their eating disorders, such as social anxiety. Medical treatment. Medical treatment is another important component of any successful eating disorder treatment program. Many teenagers struggling with eating disorders will have medical concerns as a result from their disorder. For example, an adolescent with anorexia may be severely underweight and malnourished. But of course, if they aren't, they still deserve treatment and help. There is no size or body type of an eating disorder. And with the media only showing us people who are extremely skinny, it is important to remember. They may also have organ damage and other problems resulting from ongoing lack of proper nutrition. The goal of medical treatment during eating disorder recovery is to identify these medical issues and address each one so that the individual can recover both physically and mentally. Supportive services. Many treatment programs offer an aftercare service to clients to support them as they return to life outside of the treatment center. These services are designed to provide support to clients as they return to society, so they can reduce the chances of a relapse. Education. Educational services included in teenage eating disorder treatment programs serve a number of purposes. Some of these services are designed to provide the adolescents themselves with knowledge and skills they can use to recover from their disorder, while others are designed to provide knowledge and skills to family and friends. Each of these program components fulfilled a different need for clients. When used in the right combination, all of these services will maximize the likelihood of a successful recovery. Now, one of the most challenging aspects of treating teenagers with eating disorders involves meeting their academic needs. Many adolescents enrolling in eating disorder treatment programs are missing school in order to get help that they need. However, missing school can lead to additional anxiety and stress as they must catch up to their peers when they return to class. Some eating disorder treatment centers offer academic assistance to their clients in order to help them prepare to return to school without many struggles. I personally believe that while trying to recover, you shouldn't be thinking about school or lessons, as that wouldn't have helped me. But I know it can help distract some people and give them something else to think about. In addition to using education to make sure that they are able to keep up with schoolwork, eating disorder treatment centers are also using education to help clients understand their condition more thoroughly, so that they can cope more effectively when they leave treatment. Some of the goals of eating disorder education during treatment include helping them understand why their disorder developed. Through psychotherapy, self-analysis, and eating disorder counseling, they are able to learn about the different factors that may have caused them to develop anorexia, bulimia, or some other related disorder. Understanding these factors make it easier to address one by one and achieve recovery. Helping adolescents understand how eating disorders affect their physical and mental health. Eating disorders have a profound effect on a teenager's body and mind, but many teenagers are unaware of how serious the consequences can be. Eating disorder education teaches teenagers about the danger of malnutrition, purging, excessive exercise, and other destructive behaviors that typically accompany an eating disorder. Although understanding these effects won't cure an eating disorder, without any other forms of therapy, it can help them to realize how important it is to achieve a successful recovery. Helping them build life skills. Helping them prepare for life after treatment. Helping them understand nutrition. Most teenagers with eating disorders will need nutrition education as part of their treatment program. Malnutrition is common among people with eating disorders, and learning to eat healthily can drastically reduce the risk of a relapse and future medical complications. The best programs will not only help teenagers understand their nutritional needs, but they will also help them to develop a personalized meal plan that they can use after the treatment program is complete. Education for family and friends. Educational services can also be beneficial to the family and friends of people who are struggling with eating disorders. The connection between teenagers and eating disorders is complex and difficult to comprehend, but understanding how disorders develop and how they can affect an individual is essential for friends and family who are trying to provide support. Some of the goals of education for friends and family are helping friends and family members understand the underlying factors that lead to eating disorders. Eating disorders usually develop because of a combination of psychological, genetic, and social factors. Learning about these issues help friends and family members to gain a better understanding of why their loved one has developed an eating disorder. Friends and family members need to understand how the eating disorder affected their loved ones, both physically and psychologically. The importance of an eating disorder can be profound, but friends and family can help the individual to heal more effectively if they are able to be sensitive to these effects. Many centers for eating disorder treatment provide this type of education to the loved ones of the client. Teaching friends and family members to recognize the signs of a relapse. Even with the best treatment, every teenager who leaves an eating disorder counseling program is always at risk of relapsing. Minimizing the chances of relapse is essential, but it is also important to catch any signs of a relapse as soon as possible so that the teenager can get help before the disorder progresses. To help identify relapses as soon as they may occur, many eating disorder counseling programs educate friends, parents, and other family members about the signs that they may notice in their teenager if they are struggling to maintain recovery. These programs may also educate friends and family members about the steps they should take if they notice these signs. helping friends and family members understand how to best support their loved ones during recovery. Having an eating disorder myself as a teenager, as well as other severe mental health problems, really makes me think how much better my health and mental health would have been if I'd gotten help sooner. And if the people around me were educated on the subject or cared to look for the very obvious signs I was showing, how different it would have been. If you are suffering from an eating disorder, I left some links below if you want to get help. Also, stop watching videos about eating disorders because it's only going to trigger you. If you want to learn more about the signs, which you should, there are also some links below for you. That is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are healthy and safe, and I will see you in the next one.